Jason, I know we said we would record today, middle of the day on a Saturday,
Mhm.
but I don't know if I can make jokes today
No? What's going on,
because
buddy?
my mayor is being persecuted.
Oh,
He is being there. I don't know if you've heard of a certain person. His name is Jesus Christ.
I'm I think so. Yeah.
He was unfairly maligned and targeted
Mhm,
for I haven't read the Bible in a long time
mhm,
for campaign fraud, defrauding the
mhm,
taxpayers of New York,
mm,
accepting illegal foreign campaign contributions,
mhm.
taking a bunch of fancy Turkish flights,
Yeah,
y- stuff like that.
yeah.
And
That
now
sounds right.
my mayor
Mhm.
is doing the same, is being persecuted for the same reasons.
Man, you just can't a guy can't catch a break.
If they can come for him for accepting illegal bribes from the Turkish government,
Mhm.
they could come for you or me for accepting illegal bribes from the Turkish government.
I'm pretty sure I haven't done that, but also who knows? I don't know. Hard to
I
say.
haven't either. Sorry, let me just take a hit of this nice hookah. I was talking to one of my friends from the Midwest about it,
Mhm,
and he was like, I'm going to reserve my opinion about this until I have all the details.
mhm.
Then I sent him two pictures of Eric Adams, one where he's just dressed like Morpheus, and one where he's wearing a literal half gold suit
Uh-huh,
at, I think, the Met Gala or something.
right.
And he just messaged me back. He's like, oh no, he did that shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, Eric
Eric
Adams is
Adams
out.
is like,
Yeah.
I'm going to miss him because he is like, all right, he's a horrible mayor in like every capacity.
Mhm.
But he he does. Have you seen Batman Returns, the Tim Burton one?
Oh, absolutely.
He is the Danny DeVito Penguin mayor that we
Right.
never got.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, yeah, even I've heard, kind of been following, the Eric Adams saga and without delving into his politics, just to the fact that, like, he's legitimately a goofball. Like,
He,
eh, questionable, honesty about things that like, there's absolutely no reason to lie about. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't understand how. I think the whole thing, like, from what I understand about this corruption scandal, right? We don't need to go too into it, but like, they got him for like these bribes from the Turkish government,
Mhm.
and it was so they could like fast track the building of an embassy.
Right.
That's a lot of trouble. You could just wait like 6 months.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's the mayor, he's not a senator, he's not doing foreign policy.
Right.
New York
Mhm.
doesn't need an opinion on the Armenian genocide. Like, I don't get what we're fucking doing here.
Right. No, I don't know either. Yeah. Yeah, and what is it that maybe a problematic view, in which case I apologize to our listeners in Turkey. Um, we've changed
We're
how
mostly big in Algeria, that's
we've
fine.
we've changed, the spelling of Turkey at least, right? Now there's a Y and an IE. Well, there was always a Y, but, um,
Wait, do we spell turkey differently now?
I think so.
In English?
Yeah, like,
No one told me.
what is it? I'm going off the dome, Turkye. I guess it's closer to the, what,
Turkey.
Turkish?
Yeah, I think that's
Turkish
what they
spelling?
speak there.
Um,
Sure.
but anyway, like, it does seem like because 'cause there've been other, like, politicians and, like, that got popped for taking bribes from
Bob
Turkey, and,
Menendez
like,
was with Egypt.
well, yeah, just like, what's going on with Turkey? I never think
Man,
about them at all, and, yeah, they're, like, bribing Eric Adams and allegedly. That's just weird.
man.
I don't know.
Turkish government, Turkish government listeners, you could never bribe us. We're incorruptible. Underworld
Mhm.
News Tonight at gmail.com if you want to try, though. We're pretty cheap.
Right. We'll
Give
we'll
us like $50.
we'll listen. Yeah. Right. We'll call Constantinople whatever you want.
Well, I think the first step is we got to call it Istanbul now. Our old boss was Greek, and I called it Istanbul in front of her once, and she was like, "It's Constantinople," and I was like, "I don't think you're very up to date on the
No.
news.
Yeah,
I have some bad news."
right.
Oh man. Well, we're not here to talk about Eric Adams, the Turkish government, the politics of the Middle East and Eurasia,
Right.
New York fucking city. Oh, here's one other thing I have to say though before I actually start the show. Another pre-show rant. This is actually a
Please.
scorching hot take.
Okay.
This might be a cancelable take.
Okay.
As someone who rides the subway a lot, quote unquote manspreading, right?
What?
Women do it the most.
Really?
Do you know what fucking happened to me last night? I'm
No.
sitting on the subway, legs together, legs
Sure.
closed,
Yeah.
because nobody is taking my little virgin hole on that train, especially when I'm in skinny jeans.
Sure.
This woman comes on the train carrying a plant. I will get up for anybody elderly,
Mhm.
anybody pregnant,
Okay.
anybody with kids,
Mhm.
anybody with a pet.
Okay.
Your cactus, you're on your fucking own, right?
Sure.
I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about your cactus. She plops down next to me, legs fully spread so she can hold her cactus, and then she just looks at me, it's like, can you move? And I did it because I don't have a backbone, but what the
Yeah.
fuck, lady?
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
You could get a cactus anywhere in this city. You chose to get it a subway ride away.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a special cactus.
I do not give a fuck. I have a cactus. I have a cactus right behind my computer.
Yeah.
I forget about it. I look at it sometimes. That's why I have that plant that I don't need to take care of.
Right.
Um,
And you took a cab when you got it. You didn't.
I walked to the cactus shop. Well, it was a plant shop.
Mhm.
And then I walked back because I'm not inconveniencing the
Anyone else?
travelers
Sure.
of New York City.
Yeah. Oh, let me ask you that, and then we'll get started. How many plant shops are by you?
On my street, there's 2. I could probably walk to like 1 or 2 more. There's a lot of plant
That's what
shops.
I was gonna. Yeah, because like on my street, there's 4, like house
Yeah.
plants. Yeah, just house plant shops, and
So there is no excuse to have a
just have to.
cactus on the
Right.
subway.
Right.
The next mayor of New York could be me, is gonna make this shit illegal just for this one fucking lady. I'm actually
No.
like a little pissed about this. I met a bunch of comedians last night and I ranted to them about it. And at first they weren't on my side.
Mhm.
And then I think they still weren't on my side, but they wanted me to
But
shut
then
up about it.
sure.
So they were like, yeah, I guess you're right, Andrew.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep,
All
hot
right,
take.
well,
Okay, yeah, Underworld
we
News
are
Tonight.
not here
No.
for my cactus grievances either. What's a cactus? Is that a succulent?
No, it's a cactus.
I need a succulent in my life. We're here to talk about the weird, wacky, and wild news of the week. Welcome to Underworld News Tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Andrew Michaels, the Prince of Joie de Vivre.
Yep.
We are joined, as always, by my co-host. Guys, you like showbiz? Of course you do.
Mhm.
You ever watch a little show called Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Well, this is the man whose first job was scooping popcorn in the theater that man jerked off in. Jason Strong.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was you were on such a good track, and then it kinda derailed at the end. No, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, yeah. That was the first movie, when we got a VCR. That was the first movie we had, and god
It's
damn
a
it,
scary movie.
I
Large Marge is scary.
it is, yeah. No, it explains a lot about me that, like, we would watch that movie literally daily for, like, 3 years until we recorded, another movie.
You could have gotten a second VHS. I mean, I know you guys were not well off, but like could have splurged on a second VHS tape.
No, it took a while, yeah. But,
How expensive were VHS tapes?
man, when we first got a VCR, man, what, 85? Literally, they were pushing $100
For the VCR or for the
for
tapes?
the tapes.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I remember seeing an ad well, whenever RoboCop came out, maybe it was a little later, but you
Great
could get
movie.
yes, you could get RoboCop. Yeah, it was like 100 it was I remember being advertised for $100. Because originally, I think the sort of business model was that people would rent,
Yeah.
VHS tapes, so they were always very expensive because only, the rental shops were the ones buying it. And then, of course, like, 5 years later, you get 6 for a dollar at the rummage sale or whatever, but no, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
Yeah.
used to I grew up at the very tail end of Blockbuster, like when I was a little kid.
Mhm.
And I made my dad rent Digimon the movie
Uh-huh.
every week for months. And then one day he lost his fucking mind in Blockbuster. He was like, I can't do it again. I just can't.
Is there a reason you didn't just buy it? Or was it like Disney? They would only release it like once every 7 years.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't buy it. We bought we bought the Pokemon movies on VHS. I had Pokemon and Pokemon 2000 on VHS.
Hmm.
I had the Batman and Superman movie on VHS.
Hmm.
I think E.T. I had on VHS. I had a few
Sure.
movies on VHS, but that one was Blockbuster exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, there's our segment. What trip down memory lane.
Trip down memory lane.
VHS tapes.
Bus.
Yeah. No, it'll
What does
just.
VHS stand for?
Oh, holy shit.
I know
Video.
VCR is video cassette recorder. I know I can look this up, but I feel like that takes the magic out of it.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, and I don't know if I care that much. The video video head system.
Video head system.
No.
I thought it was video hand job surprise because it was very sensual to watch one with the static.
Uh, no, that's right. Video home system.
Video home system.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yep. Kind of. I don't know.
All right. Well, we should probably get into some stories now.
Now I'm wondering what DVD might be.
Dick Van Dyke.
Very good.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All
That's a
right.
reference. That's a little reference for our 83-year-old listeners.
Well, we know who Dick Van Dyke is, even if we're
That's
not
true. Chim Chim
intimately
Cheroo.
right, intimately familiar with his work. We know we're aware of him, and surprisingly still alive.
Yeah. Could have him on the pod.
Good for him. Yeah.
You think we could get a Dick Van Dyke, Jared Fogle joint episode?
No, probably not.
Because
For
Dick Van Dyke might not know who Jared Fogle is.
That's true. Well, I don't know. That was a while ago. How long ago was? Now I'm wondering because now that I've gotten older, like I said, like everything feels like 2 years ago to me. But that's
I
got to
think
be
the Jared Fogle
15.
stuff was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because he was everywhere.
Right.
And I remember they canceled his role in like Sharknado 4 because it broke then.
Right. Yeah. They can't have
Man.
that besmirching the good name of Sharknado 4.
Yeah. God, I fucking hate the Sharknado movies.
Have not seen them.
I don't like. We don't need to get into it. The point in B horror is not that it's intentionally bad. The point
Right.
is that
That
it's
it's
charmingly bad.
right.
I could just make a piece of shit movie. It doesn't make me a genius.
Right. No, I agree. That's why I haven't seen it. That or like Birdemic or yeah, like
Yeah.
it's no fun when it's deliberate. It's only fun when it's accidental.
Yeah, you gotta watch a Friday the 13th sequel. Those are fun.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, let's get into it.
Okay. Our first story today comes to us from KTLA5, LA's very own.
Hell yeah.
This is written by Amon Palm. Ring
The
is up.
Last Paul brother.
No, Palm.
Oh, Palm?
Yeah, like the
Oh, that's
hand or
fun.
a tree. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Ring is offering 100K for videos of ghosts, other paranormal activity this Halloween season. So
Uh,
here's a little something, maybe listeners might be interested in
yeah.
participating in. I personally do not have Ring, of course, the home,
Yeah.
the doorbell device, right?
Yeah. I live in a studio apartment. I do not have a Ring
I do not have
doorbell.
one. I
I
don't.
don't have any rings now.
Yeah. Whoa. Didn't. uh, well, your bathtub, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
um, no, I don't have one either. Uh, but a lot of people do. Um, Ring, the home surveillance company. I don't care for that description.
Now, well, this is all right. Like, if you have a Ring doorbell, just know that you are a de facto snitch. If the police will use your Ring doorbell footage because it's facing outside, like,
Mhm.
don't have a Ring doorbell unless you really think you need it. Don't get it.
honestly, that's why I have, like, no interest. Here's a little bit of a tangent, since you brought it up.
From us?
Yeah. Um, these days, like, okay, when I was a kid, right, thinking about the future, we're gonna have
Mhm.
robots and, like, houses where you just walk in and talk, and then their house does shit, and it seems so awesome, and we have that stuff now, except that it's so evil. Like, it's
Yeah.
not it's like in Star Wars, the robots were, like, cool and friendly. They weren't secretly recording everything Luke said and transmitting it to, like, one of the worst companies in the
Well,
galaxy,
R2D2 was a spy.
Was he? I thought he was
Yeah,
the cool one.
R2D2. So C3PO had his memory wiped between the prequels and the sequels. Like at
Yeah,
the end of episode 3, they wipe C3PO's memory. They don't wipe R2's memory, and that's
really.
how, but he helps the rebellion. But in theory, Empire could have used that.
That actually makes a lot of sense, but, yeah, just by the movies alone, you would think that C-3PO would have been the snitch. And
Yeah.
this is a cold take. Who in their right mind would program a robot to be that obnoxious? Like, how does
Well, it's
that help
because
anything?
he's like a butler and he speaks a bunch of languages.
Well, he's a protocol droid, so he's supposed to be like, part of like diplomatic negotiations and shit, and they make him like the most obnoxious, sort of
That's a good point,
whiny, and
actually.
like it makes no sense. But anyway, that's why I don't have a Ring home cam,
It's
is
why there was
because
a
of
war.
yeah. Um, anyway, Ring Home Surveillance Company wants you to call them if you spot any ghost this Halloween season. The company is inviting its users to submit videos showcasing paranormal activity for the chance to win a $100,000 prize. And then there's a link to the website, or the contest entry, which, if I think remember, I will put on social media. It says any form of paranormal activity is welcome, according to Ring. Quote, from supernatural sightings of floating orbs and unexplained shadows to family and friends wearing silly costumes. Wait a minute,
That's not
that's not
paranormal.
paranormal.
That's what you're gonna say it is when people bring you the hard evidence ring.
Yeah,
You're gonna be like,
right.
"Oh, I can't sell this to the cops."
Yeah. Funny, frightening, fashionable, all of it. If you find a ghost, we want to see it, the contest website said. Uh, Finn Wolfhard, star of Ghostbusters and Netflix Stranger Things, and paranormal investigator Katrina Weidman will serve as part of the judging team for Ring's Great Ghost Search, hoping to select the winning entry, the news release said. Only the
Finn
first five.
Wolfhard,
Yeah,
that's a weird pick.
right.
I know he's been in some movies and some TV shows, but, like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't trust him.
No. Well, first of all, he's like what, 15? What does he know about
I think he's
paranormal?
older, I think he's in his 20s now.
That can't be right.
I think so. I mean, Stranger Things was, like, 10 like, came
No,
out
it
10
was.
years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
He's 21 years old. Finn Wolfhard could buy beer.
Wow. Um, uh, yeah. No, I don't have any idea what his experience with the paranormal is outside of,
He is
acting.
Canadian, so that country is, like, 40% ghosts.
I guess that's true. Um, anyway, only the first 5,000 entries received through November 1st will be considered for the grand prize. So there you go. Now I sort of wish I did have a Ring camera. Maybe I'll get one just specifically for the purposes of this contest. How much? That can't be that
Uh,
much, right?
Ring doorbell? Well, no, but then you're stuck with it.
Well,
Well, not you're stuck with it. You can take it off, but like
I won't install it. I'll just use it to record an entry and then throw it
that's a good
away.
point.
Yeah.
Let me see how much they cost. Ring doorbell. $60.
Oh yeah. That's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
That seems
And
like a
then
good.
Simply Safe is like $250. I don't know what that is.
Well, they're not doing a contest, so fuck them.
Yeah. The
That is,
cheapest one is Blink, but again, no contest.
yeah.
Fuck off, Blink.
Right. No interest.
Unless you're 182, I don't give a fuck.
No, it seems like that might be a good Underworld News Tonight project. Um,
Yeah.
although now that I think about it, have we have we seen like paranormal ring? You know, because this is our wheelhouse, right? For the
Right.
past year, we've been looking into this shit. I don't recall ring cameras being a big source of like paranormal footage.
Because because the CIA's filtering it out.
Shit.
What about that?
No, you're right. No, that actually makes a
Replacing
lot
it
of
with
sense.
fabricated evidence against Eric Adams.
Right. Showing him what?
An
Stealing
innocent
stealing
man
Amazon
being
packages.
first they came for the corrupt mayor of New York City, and I did not listen because I was not the corrupt mayor of New York City.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever seen ring cameras are like uh shitty Uber Eats drivers like dropping the pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting. And honestly, this might be something to keep on our radar because undoubtedly, you know, there'll be footage coming out that people have submitted, and that might be something we can that we can mine for content.
Oh yeah. No, we could absolutely mine it for some content. We could maybe do some like exclusive videos on our YouTube.
Yeah. Yep, sounds good.
No, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a Ring camera, check for any paranormal footage. Uh maybe edit some in if you know how to
I
edit
was,
your Ring camera video. I don't know how that works.
yeah. I was gonna say go ahead and fabricate it apparently. Or just wear a
Yeah.
costume, which is well, honestly is horse shit. I hope the winners aren't just costumes.
No, I hope so too.
I'll be so pissed off. All right. Ready for our next story?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what idea that gave me though?
What's that?
What if there was a horror movie shot entirely through Ring video cameras, or like, I mean, like kind of like Paranormal Activity, but like modernize it a bit. You use like Ring video and shit.
That could work. I would maybe
It'd
the
have to be really short.
or like more neighborhood based as opposed to a single house. Because I would think
Yeah, no, exactly.
the one like static shot would get sort of boring.
Yeah, you'd have a few like Ring cameras around the area and stuff like that.
Yeah. Where it records like what gangs of killer clowns running down the street or
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's scary.
I mean, I've been in New York a month. I've already joined a killer clown gang.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's cool. Yeah, that's good to see you networking and finding a place to fit in.
yeah. They call me Psycho Pogo now.
Yeah. That's interesting. You done any killing yet or no, still
No, I'm mostly in it for the free food.
okay. Wait, free food. What
Yeah, lot of candy corn,
oh
a lot of Cracker Jacks.
ugh. The candy corn.
You don't like Cracker Jacks?
Cracker Jack's okay. It sticks to my teeth. Candy corn though, no. No thank
I
you.
like candy corn.
I used to, but I don't know. It's barely a
You
candy.
outgrew it.
I did.
You've changed.
Yeah. Now I like Brussels sprouts.
You give the kids scoops of Brussels sprouts with pancetta.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You're like, you
Eat
better
'em
come
up,
here at the end of the
kids.
night. This is gonna get real rancid by the
Right.
time you get home.
Get soggy. No,
Brussels sprouts slap though.
they are. They're very good. No, I'm one of those shitty people that give out like pennies.
Do you actually?
No, I know. Dude, I'm cool as shit. I give out like handfuls of candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Uh,
think I've ever had trick or treaters.
really? Do you
I
anticipate?
definitely won't here.
Okay, I was
But
gonna
like, I mean,
act
I'm in a
like that.
studio apartment, and I
Mhm,
don't think anyone in this building has kids.
yeah. No, here there's a decent amount of kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like Halloween. Halloween's like my favorite holiday.
Yeah, it's a good holiday.
It
I like
is.
Halloween.
It's solid. Yeah. But changing gears here. This has nothing to do with Halloween. This comes to us from the AP.
All
Um,
right.
I do not see it is not credited. I guess the AP, it's just the AP.
Yeah.
Uh, headline: Round 'em up. 8 bulls escape a Massachusetts rodeo and charge through a mall parking lot.
Okay. So, first thing, I don't think we need rodeos anymore. If we have rodeos, I don't think we need them in a place that's not a rodeo place. Like Texas, okay, it's part of the culture.
Right.
Massachusetts doesn't
That's
need a rodeo.
no. Massachusetts rodeo sounds like a euphemism for something. You know
As
what I mean?
somebody who went to as somebody who went to college in Massachusetts, who has many friends in New England, Massachusetts doesn't need to exist.
Okay.
And if you look at any Patriots fan who was furious over Deflategate,
Mhm.
we do not need them watching bull stampedes. They
Exactly.
can't handle it.
No. No, I'm kinda with you on rodeos, even here even, like, living in the West now,
Yeah,
where
you're a
they are a
cowboy.
little more of the, yeah, I am a cowboy, uh, but living here in the West where, like, rodeos are part of the culture, um, I've seen a couple, like, I don't know, it's
It's
okay,
just you
but I
piss
do.
off a bull a bunch
Yeah,
and then it gets mad and then you dodge it or you die
mhm.
and it's like cool.
Well, you ride them. People they for some reason get on the bull, and
Don't
try
do
and
that.
hold on, right, which I don't think that's, like, historic. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
don't
Like, that has no part of cowboy culture is, like, riding a
yeah, they
that
had horses.
right, they didn't need to ride a bull. It just seems like a
Man.
stupid dare. But anyway, this comes to us from North Attleboro, Massachusetts.
Oh, I know some people in North Attleboro.
Are they
I'll leave it at that.
connected to the rodeo at all, or
I hope they were in the parking lot.
this is no bull. First responders in a Massachusetts city had exercised some impromptu roundup skills when 8 bulls escaped from a rodeo being held in the parking lot of a mall on Sunday.
Yeah. So this is the next thing. Don't hold your fucking rodeo in a mall parking lot and then be shocked that the bulls escape into the mall parking lot.
Exactly. You know what?
I understand the literal only thing to do in North Attleboro, Massachusetts is go to Bob's Corner Store, or whatever the fuck it's called, uh, go to a mall parking lot and do fentanyl all in the same day. But, like, you don't need to do this.
Well, I feel like given the state of most malls in the United States today, I would be interested. I would totally watch a rodeo held in a mall.
Oh, yeah, that'd be sick.
Right, like watching the Bulls, like, rip through a Spencer's or a Hot Topic,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, buckle. Uh, Video posted online captured the moment when the Bulls escaped from the rodeo in North Attleboro. The animals charged through the crowded parking lot. Crowded seems seems maybe a
Yeah.
stretch.
I've been to North Attleboro, Massachusetts. So that's 11 people
Yeah,
in the mall parking lot.
tore through the or charged through the crowded parking lot, knocked down a fence, bumping against a tent, and rumbling towards a busy U.S. Highway 1. They eventually headed for some nearby woods for short-lived freedom. No one was hurt during the breakout.
Yeah, because no one was there.
Exactly. Well, and I don't know. I guess the Bulls weren't hurt either. It sounds like could be great, but
Well, the bulls were hurt. They were re-imprisoned. Let them go.
right,
Free them.
right. There's a reason that they're getting out. They don't want
It's
to do it.
almost as if they're not supposed to live like this.
Exactly. North Attleboro Fire Department issued a warning. These rodeo bulls weren't playing around.
My God, they're on fire.
It's in it. No, it is interesting though, right? They're at a rodeo. The bulls escape, and the fire department gets involved. How are they more qualified than the people at the rodeo? Like the
Well,
cowboys
the
are.
people at the rodeo proved how qualified they are,
I,
right?
I,
That's the thing.
yeah, I reckon that's true. But yeah, I
And I
don't know.
feel like the cops would have shot those fucking bulls immediately
Yeah, yeah,
because
that's yeah.
and it's really knowing Massachusetts just because the fur is a little too dark.
Oh,
Um
wow.
oh, hot take, not to get political, but
Uh,
I feel like the fire department is like the I don't know what the fuck to do department
they are.
because animal
Uh-huh.
control in North Attleboro, Massachusetts can't handle a
No,
bull.
they're yeah. They can probably barely handle a loose cocker spaniel.
Yeah, they can maybe handle a bear and it's telling people to stay outside and like jingling trash cans and hoping it works.
Right. No, you're absolutely right about like the fire department being sort of the emergency catch-all, which it's cool. Like it's interesting, and I wonder why the fire department as opposed to I don't know, the police. But I mean, I
Uh,
I know why now, but like why originally, that like you always think of the fire department, your cat's in a tree and it's the fire department. I guess they have the ladders for that.
yeah, they have ladders.
I don't know.
Cops have a track record with pets.
Yeah, and it's not great.
No, it's bad.
Anyway, to close it out here, uh, quote, community members should exercise extreme caution and not approach any bulls, the fire department said. Seven of the eight were corralled by late Sunday afternoon. One of them was still on the lam, firefighters said. The festival rodeo at Emerald Square Mall was shut down. How the bulls
Yeah,
escaped?
it's probably for the
Yeah,
best.
how the
Huh.
how the bulls escaped? Under investigation.
Well, I mean, I think it's because they had a rodeo in a mall parking lot, and that's not
That's
a good
yeah.
idea
No, that can't be comfortable for the bulls.
for
Um,
anybody.
no, no, no. Think of the poor rodeo clowns. They have to be in Massachusetts.
Exactly.
That's got to be
Oh
terrible
my
for them,
god.
right? What are they going to do?
They have to be eating fucking canned bread.
Right? Ooh, really?
Yeah, they eat canned bread out there.
Oh no,
New England's a bad place.
man. No, and it's been a while since we've talked about the brewing animal uprising,
Oh
but
yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
here we go.
There,
Yeah,
I'm all for it. The rats have overthrown Eric Adams.
that's true. Right.
The
I would.
the bulls are escaping to Massachusetts.
Yeah. Um, yeah. No, it's yeah, pretty wild. Pretty fucked up that as you say, like what business Massachusetts has holding a rodeo beyond me. Let alone in a mall
What
parking lot.
business
But
Massachusetts has? You could just
full
stop right
stop.
there.
Yeah. But
It's not necessary.
yeah. Um, it's good on the Bulls. They enjoyed a little bit of freedom. One still
Hell
out
yeah.
there, presumably organizing a rescue. Um,
Fuck yeah. They're coming
but
back.
yeah, but yeah,
Man.
no, don't go to a rodeo on New England.
And if you live in New England, number one, leave.
Yeah,
Number two, if you see a bull, don't snitch.
right, right. If you see a bull,
Man.
no, you didn't. With it being this early, I can't be drinking beer.
Yeah, I know. We got to be drinking coffee. We got to be on the top of our game.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have any Zen.
Yeah, you need a Zin. You need to bulk order Zins from Sweden because they banned the flavors in New York.
I think we can still get them here in Denver, though. I don't think they have a
Yeah.
problem. Sorry, what are the flavors? Is it like pina colada?
So, all right. So the ones that I have on my desk are I have 2 tins of coffees in that I got right before they banned the flavors, or
Hmm.
right before my bodega ran out of flavors post ban.
Hmm.
But then the flavors I ordered, where I ordered breezy mango velo pouches.
Ooh.
So it's mango, but it's got a little bit of a minty kick.
Hmm. I don't know if I was sort of I was thought I was being facetious when I suggested pina colada might be a flavor, but they have minty
No, it's definitely a
mango.
flavor
Yeah.
somewhere. This is good.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Um, our next story comes to us from UPI.com. Oopie,
Nice.
yeah, this is by
Oopie.
Oopie. This is by Ben Hooper. Archaeologists,
Man.
yeah, Oopie. I wonder what we've turned to this site before. I wonder what Oopie. I could look, but I'm not going to. I'd rather
I'm
just
sure they have impeccable journalistic standards.
exactly. Yeah, I would rather just speculate.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what this show's all about, is speculation.
Yeah. Sorry, what popped in my head was that Oopie I attended last night was a real Massachusetts rodeo.
Oh my god.
Uh, archaeologist message in a bottle found at dig site 200 years later.
Well, guess it didn't that's what I've never understood the message in a bottle thing.
I,
It's not going to get there.
right. I've always associated it with the sea, right?
Yeah, but
And I think maybe it's like an act of desperation that, you need to you're stuck on an island. All you got is bottles for some reason and, pen and paper, so put it in, chuck it in the
it's
sea,
true.
and, uh but no, I don't know that messages in a bottle really work out in any sort of
Yeah.
timely fashion.
It's the original Bumble super swipe, right? Like, it's not I'm not gonna read it.
Students working at an archaeological site in France made a surprising discovery: a message in a bottle from an archaeologist who worked at the same site 200 years earlier. Go-
Huh.
Uh,
So that's even stupider
it is.
because what
Uh-huh.
what are you putting it in a bottle for? You're not even in the ocean.
Right. The-
This proves my theory. Jason, I know you're in grad school, but this does prove my theory. Grad students are a little dumb,
mhm.
and that's why they need so much school.
You'll get no pushback on that from me. um, Guillaume Blondel, head of the town of Uz Regional Archaeology Service, said student
With a
volunteers
name like Jan Blondell, the only job available is head of a
is
regional archaeology service.
exactly, yeah. No, that's the name for it. Yeah.
Or a character in my Vampire the Masquerade campaign.
Who is the head of a regional
Yes, he would be the
archaeology
head of a regional
service.
archaeology department.
Yeah.
I was just playing the Vampire the Masquerade video game,
Mhm.
and I was supposed to save a archaeologist, but then my guy went into a frenzy because I didn't drink enough blood and killed him anyway.
Oh,
And but
that'll
I'm pretty sure his name was like something like Uyan Blondell.
yeah.
If you've ever played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines and remember that guy's name, let us know in the comments. It's already out of here.
Great. Well, yeah, and it's also a, what, 20-year-old game?
20-year-old game, masterpiece though, if you download the like 3 patches you need to make it work.
Student volunteers were working on an emergency dig at the remains of a Gaulish village endangered by cliff erosion when they found a small glass bottle inside an earthenware pot. They brought the bottle to Blondel, who opened it up and read the message inside.
You don't need your boss to open a bottle. That's the other thing too. This further solidifies my theory. Like you see a bottle, you're like, what do I do, boss?
Right. Well, I have some thoughts on this, but I'll wait till I get through the article. The message reads: P.J. Foray, a native of Dieppe, member of various intellectual societies, carried out excavations here in January 1825. He continues his investigations in this vast area known as Cité de Limes or Caesar's Camp. It was an absolutely magic moment, Blondell told BBC News. We knew there had been excavations here in the past, but to find this message from 200 years ago was a total surprise.
You're excavating Caesar's village. It's 200 years old. That's not that old.
No, no, actually, you're right. Well, no, no, no. The archaeologist was there 200 years ago. The
No, that's
village,
what I'm saying.
the village could have been. I mean, it was Gaul. Gaul. We didn't call it Gaul.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. The village is thousands of years old. You're
right.
like, we found this thing that isn't that old.
Oh, right,
Like
right.
people in
Uh-huh.
New York, people will find like regularly like Revolutionary War era like arrowheads and stuff. Like it's a thing that
Oh,
people will find these.
sure, sure.
And like like that's about the same age, and people don't lose their fucking mind every time. I mean, it's cool, but people don't lose their fucking mind like this.
Right, right. Blondell said local records revealed Foray was a well-known archaeologist at the time, conducted his first dig at the village site 200 years ago. Quote, sometimes you see these time capsules left behind by carpenters when they build houses, but it's very rare in archaeology. Most
Yeah,
archaeologists,
because you're supposed to take shit away, not throw shit in there.
right. Most archaeologists prefer to think that there won't be anyone coming after them because they've done all the work, he said. Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's like us with podcasting.
exactly.
Don't start one.
Right.
We've perfected it.
No reason to keep going. I'm looking at you, Hawk to a girl. Uh,
Talk.
no, it's okay.
I've not
I
listened to Talk to it yet.
no, I don't, and it's fine. I don't give a shit. Uh,
I would be on Talk Tua if I got invited. I'd take the Talk Tua opportunity in a
Oh, of
heartbeat.
course.
People are giving her
Of
shit.
course, yeah, who cares?
People are giving her shit. They're like, this podcast doesn't need to exist. But let's be honest, our podcast doesn't
No,
need to
I
exist.
think
So, like,
most of them don't
that's
need
just
to. That's the whole point. Like,
the only podcast that needs to exist is like BBC NewsHour, and that's it.
right. Uh, no, you're exactly right. No, anyway, this whole story is like a monument to a lack of professionalism. Like, can you imagine a surgeon doing this? Like, why the fuck is he,
A surgeon lets a little know.
why like you said, you're in there and you're supposed to be, this like preserving history, not like leaving your bullshit to show off. I'm a member of several intellectual societies. Fuck off, dude.
Who fucking cares?
Right. That's why you like
First
you
off,
publish a journal article.
like, being a member of an intellectual society in the 1800s was
Right.
just about how many words you could use to be racist,
Yes. Uh-huh.
right? It was just like you owned a pair of calipers. Whoop-de fucking do.
Hmm. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the whole thing is I mean, I guess it's neat in terms of like at at one point in my distance past, I was sort of interested in becoming an archaeologist. Uh,
Yeah,
like when I took, anthropology classes and uh, quickly changed my mind when I realized it was not like being Indiana Jones, and it was much more like, very very carefully with tiny little hammers chipping away at like flakes of dirt to get at a
yeah.
pottery shard. But I can see how it's interesting to see sort of the continuation of work, right? Like feeling like part of a legacy or whatever. But yeah, now fuck this guy.
I took one archaeology class in college.
Hmm.
And I didn't like the professor very much. Not gonna say his name because I'm sure he's like not that bad of a guy, but he didn't seem like a happy guy. You
No.
know,
Hmm.
he seemed like he didn't like. Maybe he liked his job and
Hmm.
didn't like talking to freshmen who don't do the reading, which is fair.
Right.
But like, that's part of your job too, buddy.
My the professor I had, she was real cool, and I think what actually hooked me is she talked about, when she goes out into the field, she packs a bag with her tools, a roll of toilet paper, because that's not out there, and like a 38 pistol, because like you're out in the middle of nowhere and there's animals, and I thought,
Yeah,
oh, this
and
sounds like fun.
you know what? Maybe this is a controversial take. Let me know if this is sexist.
Okay.
Uh, I'm a bit nervous about a woman archaeologist because wouldn't their period blood attract mummies?
Boy, I don't even know how to respond to that. You think mummies?
Yes, I think mummies mostly are attracted to like period blood will draw them out.
Not vampires? I would think vampires.
Vampires too, yeah. Antediluvians, if you've played Vampire the Masquerade, would probably be the type to come out for that as well. So you got to worry about mummies, antediluvians, let alone like, wouldn't your big tits get in the way of a chisel?
Okay, that's speaking of podcasts that shouldn't exist. Oh man, what if okay, what if we do a found ring cam footage horror story about big-titted archaeologists being chased by mummies,
Because they're on their period.
and there's our B movie right there.
Oh fuck yeah. The mummy had the first ring camera.
Right. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, the ring camera's on like what, a mausoleum or something. All right, you ready for our last story today?
I am. We are breezing through it today, guys. We had to record a quick one today, so this is going to be our last episode was too long, so I think this episode's too short, which is good. And then next episode will be normal length. We got an exciting guest, and I have an exciting announcement at the end of the episode, so stay tuned.
Oh, great. What's the normal length for us? I don't really. What, hour and a half?
Hour
Hour.
15.
Okay.
Hour 15 to an hour and a half. Last episode was hour 45. This will
Yeah,
probably be an hour. This will probably be an hour by the time we're done.
yeah. I can stretch it out more. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you could talk really slow. Just talk super. No, don't do that. That'll people will stop listening.
This story comes to us from the AP.
Oh, we
Uh,
got another AP story.
yeah. And this one, I maybe a little. I mean, it's not gross or anything, but might be triggering to some people. It's borderline triggering for me. Talks a lot about bugs.
All right, I don't have an issue with bugs really. I mean, I don't like them, but like the idea of them doesn't like
Oh
freak me out to
no,
think about.
no. Um, yeah, this is the AP headline. Hey, where's your card? Another Detroit area library deals with bugs.
Mm.
Oak Park, Michigan. Bugs in a library again. The Oak Park
All
Library.
right.
Oh, sorry. Uh,
That's all. Again, okay.
yeah. Oak Park Public Library in suburban Detroit was closed Wednesday for a scrubbing after bed bugs were found in two chairs in the computer area. A library nearby in Royal Oak was closed Sunday and part of Monday after staff said unwanted visitors crawled out of a just returned DVD case. The library in Oak Park will reopen Thursday. We feel that we feel that taking every available action to ensure our public spaces are safe, comfortable, and accessible for both our staff and our community members goes without question here, the library
Those
said.
are community. Those are the small, littlest community members.
That's true. Yeah, who are they to like gatekeep who's part of the community and not?
Yeah, no, exactly. And like, I do feel bad that they were in the chairs because like those are for homeless people to jerk off in.
Yeah,
So I feel bad about that.
right. That's where else they gonna watch their porn.
No, exactly.
Uh, bed bugs were confirmed to be in chairs that were swiftly removed from the Oak Park Library on Tuesday. Pest experts found no evidence of other bugs, but the library still decided to clean the building. The
You,
pest,
I'm gonna say they should clean the building regardless, right? Because that's like part of having a building. You gotta. I don't wait until there's like bed bugs in my apartment to clean it. I know I got some clutter out here right now because I just
right,
got some stuff, but like,
right. The pests found at the Royal Oak Public Library were cockroaches, and that's the end of the article. So there's your again.
all right, I don't think this is a big deal. I don't know. Like, I guess you gotta clean the library. I don't know if it's news. Like that there's bed bugs, but Animal Revolution, like you're saying, the
Right.
bugs are rising up in Detroit.
Uh-huh.
We got the rats in New York; they overthrew the mayor. We got the bugs in Detroit; they're overthrowing the
Yeah,
librarians.
taking down the library system. Yeah. So you
What
can't.
if what if
Yeah,
the head librarian comes out and it's just the Oogie Boogie man?
right. It's what it is it's like thousands of bed bugs in a trench coat
Yeah, it's the Oogie
pretending to be
Boogie
a
man.
person. Yeah.
You've
Oh,
seen
right,
Nightmare
right,
Before
right.
Christmas,
I
right?
have. Yeah. Um. Yeah. No, that is it is gross. I don't know why bed bugs and like I don't have a problem with insects in general, but bed bugs
I think bed
as an
bugs because they
idea.
tell you where they come at and like they come at you in your sleep. And
Yeah.
because bed bugs, like I didn't hear anything about bed bugs until like 2009 and now you hear about them all the time,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
And like
That's about the
when you're a
timeline. Yeah.
kid, yeah, when you're a kid, it's you have that phrase like good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
Right.
And you think that's like not a real thing.
Mhm.
And then you get older and the bed bugs are fucking real.
Right.
It's the reverse Santa Claus.
That's true. Well, then you wonder, like, okay, what else? Is the boogeyman real? You know,
Is the
like
weatherman real? You just
the
asked. Yes, the
boogeyman.
weatherman is.
The
Oh, the
yeah,
boogeyman. I thought you said the
not the
weatherman.
weatherman.
I
Right.
was like, yeah, they work for the news station. They're just like a guy
That's just a myth, right?
talks about rain.
There's no weatherman. It's all
Sam
green
Champion isn't
screen.
real. He can't hurt you.
Right. Well, you can tell sometimes when they fuck up and they're standing in front of the green screen and you just see like a head or whatever. That's how you know that it's bullshit. Like it's just they're just CGI'd in after the fact. So no, weathermen don't exist. But no, there was. You're about right that around or you're right that about 2009, yes, bed bugs all of a sudden like sprang into public consciousness and were like a huge. They're in the news constantly. Um, I was actually at the time working for a thrift store.
Oh, that's not a good time.
So I did come into contact with bed bugs fairly regularly, and just with I think with it being like such a such like part of the current like zeitgeist, like the culture, it really did like bother me for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
No, of course. Can I ask you a question about working at a thrift store though?
please do.
What percentage of the items that you got were just slathered in cum?
Close to 95%.
That seems about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's like I feel like people come in something and they're like, "Guess I got to donate it.
yeah.
Guess this popcorn maker isn't mine anymore."
No, popcorn maker. That's interesting. I'll have to try that. Uh, no, the sense that I got just from what was being donated was that, well, grandma died. We have to get rid of all her shit because it was always like the most like out of fashion, old
Yeah.
like crap that got donated. But
Yeah, I get a lot of stuff from a thrift store near me. I got this office chair from it.
mm,
No bed bugs. It's leather.
yeah,
But like a lot of like china, like a lot of like
mhm,
fine china and stuff gets donated because it's like, yeah, who needs these ugly plates that I need to like take extra care of and never use?
exactly. Yeah. No, I'm a big thrift store shopper. Like my couch, I have a sectional, and I
Mhm.
got it from the thrift store for like $40, and it's a West Elm. So
Yeah,
it's, brand new, it's like a few $1,000s, but $40.
yeah.
And
West Elm's expensive. Yeah.
all I have to do is live with the bed bugs. Yeah,
Honestly, some you just got to let them pick the movie sometimes, and they leave you alone.
that's right. Yeah. They keep wanting to watch what, like Bug's Life, uh, Ants. The which one was sort of the knockoff? There was 2 bug movies.
I think that neither was technically a knockoff. They came out at the same time.
Sure.
Bug's Life was the superior movie. Ants is a fucking Woody Allen movie.
Oh,
Which like in and of itself gross. And then also like I don't know who thought that kids needed a Woody Allen movie,
right.
but
Yeah.
I don't think they get it yet.
No. I haven't seen either, so I can't speak
I
to it,
like
but
Bug's Life.
yeah. That was what,
It's a fun movie.
Dave Foley?
It's Pixar. I don't know who's in it. I think James Woods is the evil bug, I
That sound
think.
that
Oh, let me
sounds
check.
right.
Who's in the Bug's Life? We have time. I could check who's in a Bug's Life.
Right.
Starring, yep, Dave Foley.
Riveting
Oh, Kevin
question.
Spacey was the evil bug,
Ah, well, that was prescient.
which,
Yeah.
method acting. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in it,
Hmm.
and an early role of Hayden Panettiere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, star-studded.
Yeah. No. Um, yeah. Well,
Well, anyway,
yeah,
guys,
I think that'll do it.
thank you
Yeah.
so much for listening. Exciting announcement for our New York listeners.
Mhm.
Wednesday night, this Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a guest spot on a Laughing Buddha show. It's at the Eastville Comedy Club in Brooklyn. I'm going to be doing 5 minutes. I think Janine Garofalo is going to be there doing a set, but let me just double check. Let me see. Eastville Comedy Club. I should probably know this before I promote it.
Yeah.
But let's see. See full calendar. I just found out I'm doing it, which is why I didn't announce it last week. Let me see. It's gonna be October 2nd.
Mm.
Yep. Wednesday, 8 p.m. We got Jeff Lawrence, we got Janine Garofalo, and I am going to be there as a guest comedian. So come through,
That's
see my
awesome.
set,
Yeah.
watch me eat shit in front of a comedy legend,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
And then say if you're there from the show, say hi.
Yeah.
Um,
You're gonna do great. And
I'm gonna do
remember,
okay.
if you do bump into Janine Garofalo, give try to get her on the pod. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll want to do it. I'm sure
Absolutely.
she would not. She would not absolutely hate that.
Right. Right.
But no, it's gonna
Yeah.
be a ton,
Yeah.
ton of fun.
No, it sounds great. That's
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's real exciting that you've been in New York City for what,
A month
2 weeks,
today.
yeah, and you're already, sharing a stage with, like, uh, what? She was, like, pretty big in the '90s. I don't wanna say she's not
I would
big
consider
now.
her to be a I would consider her a legend,
Yeah,
and I think that from what I gather, she is not big now because she has a lot of money and doesn't have to be, and she could kind of just do like the alt comedy stuff she's
sure.
always wanted to do.
Yeah,
Like, but she's rich enough that she doesn't have to do the TV bullshit, which is nice.
yeah. No, absolutely.
Um,
I'd be the same way. Fuck,
no, absolutely.
yeah.
If I get a million, I am out. Well, I'm going to stay in New York, but you will never hear from me again. No, just kidding. I can't shut the fuck up
Right,
that long. Uh,
right. Well, then all we could do then we'd have time to just do we would just do podcast every day.
we'd be a daily podcast 24/7. We would just be a running feed.
Right, it'd just be a live feed of us, sitting at the computer, uh, desperately scrambling for any kinda content, any interesting
Yeah,
stories. Shit, doing it once a week, sometimes it's a pain in the ass trying to find stories.
yeah. Start a sweatshop.
Start a sweatshop?
Yeah, just have kids do it.
Ah, well, that's true. I'll look into that. I don't have any kids, though. I don't have access to kids anymore.
Oh my god.
No, that was terrible.
All right.
Let's
That was I think.
let's close that out.
All right. Anyway, if you guys can't make my show, you could also find my comedy Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Andrew Michaels Comedy. Follow the show, of course, Underworld News Tonight, wherever you get your
Mhm.
podcasts, along with Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Jason has Instagram and TikTok.
I have Instagram and TikTok, Jason V. Strong.
Follow him. Follow me.
Mhm. Follow
Uh,
follow the podcast. Uh, yeah.
yeah, and you know what I'm gonna say
Mm,
to our North Attleboro, Massachusetts listeners.
mhm,
Maybe you're a little bit worried. There's a bull in my neighborhood.
mhm,
I'm stressed out.
mhm.
It's gonna gore my family.
Yeah.
Number one, if you went to that rodeo, you deserve it. Number two, I wouldn't worry about it. I would sit back, get hammered, and watch the Patriots, which is all you guys fucking do,
Mhm.
and enjoy your life. Because it is all phantom time, but right now.
Yep. Thanks.